How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be working on the car behind me. That is a Toyota 86 or Scion FRS or Subaru BRZ. I forget which one it is. This is my friend Alice's car. We're doing some work finishing some stuff on it. It's finally back from the body shop after a very long time. I'm going to be doing a few things, but before I get started, if you do me a huge favor, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Definitely would appreciate it. Also, if you follow my socials or my company socials, links in the description below on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Post things that I don't necessarily post here on YouTube. I post mainly long form content and a lot of DIYs and so forth. If this is the first time watching a video, welcome. If you've been watching, thank you so much for all the support. But yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to be redoing some of the airlines. I did this air install on the car a very long time ago, and the whole trunk setup has been revised when it was at the SEMA show 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and somewhere in the process of everything, little leaks have formed. I know after I did the initial install, there was an whoopsie on her road trip, which I couldn't help her, and she just did a quick fix, and it's kind of been leaking. It has a slow leak since, so I wanted to address all those things and button it up for her because her car is pretty much in its full form. I don't think she's doing anything else to it, but let me go ahead and give you a walk around on the car, and then I'll go into what I'm doing. So this is Alice's car. Obviously, it has a full aim gain wide body kit, Workmeister S1 3-piece, and power stop brakes. I don't know what brand carbon hood it has, but it has one. She's had this forever. Has a whole bunch of stuff done to it. We did the upholstery and the interior. I'll give a full formal overview of the car once I'm done working on the car here, but here's just a quick preview of it. The lighting's really bad in my garage. It's kind of dark. So once I'm done with the car, I'll do some stuff in the full sun after I wash it, after I'm done. But yeah, so today I'm going to be doing the airlines. So what I did to start off with the night before is I aired the car all the way up, 100 psi on all four, and you have to see where the leaks are at. So the first, obviously, is this corner here. The car's pretty much just sitting almost all the way down, or all the way down, and from what I remember, it is the front passenger corner too. I think the front driver and the rear passenger area is okay, but yeah, this is the car, the trunk setup. Actually, again, it's really dark in this car, so we have the full audio system. Steve and I did the full upholstery and whatnot for SEMA. I have to reinstall the B pillars, headliners all done in the gray suede as well, and the backside area of the trunk we just did beauty boards to flush it all out. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this car on jack stands and get this all sorted out. Okay, first thing I want to do before I get started is check to see exactly where all the leaks are at and air the car up and get it on jack stands. But before that, I want to see which areas are leaking. Now, just mind you, the trunk area where the tank was mounted was not something I originally did. It was redone, and I believe there's some leaks coming from the tank too, but let's go ahead and check and take a look. Just turning on. So yeah, left rear, right front. Tank itself is at 80 psi, so yes, there is a leak. Somewhere along the lines of things going on, somewhere along where between the first time I did install and the second time, Alice's car was touched by somebody else for a tank relocation that she wanted to do, which I advised her against, and it's leaking from the tank. So I gotta address that as well. Have the car on jack stands now. Going to take the wheels off, but just wanted to share a quick pro tip. That if you have nice lug nuts and don't want to scratch them, this is the trick that I use. Some people use the plastic bag trick where you just put the plastic bag over the lug nuts and then you put the socket over. You could do the blue tape method. Either way works, but this is what I generally do to remove lug nuts safely without scratching the lug nuts. And obviously you always want to be careful, especially with a really nice set of wheels like this, to when you put the socket in, just don't slam it in because you could risk nicking the wheel. These wheels are brand new, maybe have, I don't know, 600 feet of rolling distance on it. No, more like 400. Yeah. Back to work. Okay, finished the front passenger side. It turns out I don't think I need to run new airline, or at least I don't, not yet. Looked at the airline, everything looks good here, so everything inside the car should be just fine. What I noticed though is this little tab bracket thing here holding the airline. That's not my handiwork. I don't use these type of, I guess, rubber and aluminum straps. So somebody else touched it after I installed it. But here, this was not, this was leaking originally. I sprayed soapy water all over it and it was bubbling everywhere. So we found where the leak was. So pretty much what I did is I retaped the threads and reinstalled it. I had to remove the whole thing because this is not a swivel head. So yeah, I retaped it, reinstalled it, sprayed it down just now, or put air in the bag, which is over 100 PSI, and sprayed it down, and so far so good, no leaks. I'm gonna leave it overnight, and then actually before I finish for the day, I'm gonna set everything to 100 PSI evenly on all four, and then check tomorrow morning or later today to see if it's still leaking. If it is, then there's another problem, but I need to give it a little bit of time. But this was the major leak. When I sprayed, it was just coming right out. So yeah, first corner's done. Onto the driver rear to check before, and then I will, this rear corner is just fine. It doesn't lose any pressure at all. So I'm just gonna not touch that, but I will leave 100 PSI in it just to check. And then I will check the front driver. It does lose a little bit of air, but it's a very slow leak, so I'll just test it in a bit, because before I put it on the ground, I hate putting the car back on jack stands. It's a little bit more work, but for me, once it's on the ground, it should be done sort of mentality. So yeah, but yeah, we're making progress. Okay, rear driver is finished. So you can see there, fresh Teflon tape. I just sprayed it down for leaks with air in the bag, and nothing's showing, so that's good. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple hours and see if there's any leaks. Just like the front, I had to redo the Teflon tape and remove the whole line and all that, so I got that done. This is the rear trunk setup. I did not do this part of the install. Originally, I did a basic setup that sat all the way up there when the car was more stock. Alice had somebody do this, and in the process, some of the work was kind of shared half and half between me and the other person. I don't know who did it, but it's all good, fixing everything that needs to get addressed on the car. So we have two corners done. Again, this corner is good. I'm just gonna go underneath and spray real quick, spray the fitting to make sure, to double check, and I'm gonna remove the front wheel on that side to check also, to see if I need to do the same thing there that I did here. So far, luck's tested out really good. I was expecting to need to run new lines, but it's been okay. So, and I checked the condition lines, they're fine. I'm pretty happy there. But yeah, back to work. Gotta put the camera down. Need both my hands. So I ended up leak testing the driver front, and it's right here. It has a very, very, very slow leak, but I decided, heck, I'm already doing this, might as well go in and, you know, go through everything. So I pulled the line, did the Teflon tape there, put it back in, and tightened this down a little more snug. So that should be good to go. But again, I'm leak testing all four corners, making sure everything is good. So when Alice gets the car back, I don't need to see it here in my garage anymore. Not that I'm complaining. Love how this car came out. It's just, yeah, I like having my parking space back because I need to get rid of all this stuff. And there's more stuff coming next week. But anyways, check back in a couple hours. to see how the PSI on all the bags are before I put the wheels back on.
2,000 years later.
This is the next morning. I let the car sit. Obviously, it's not on the ground, but put air in the bags overnight to see if there were any leaks. I know there's no weight over the bags, but I sprayed the fittings. I didn't see anything leak, but I always want to double and triple check. So I'm going to go ahead and check the PSI level on the gauges right now. And yeah, they're sitting right around where they should be at. That's the compressor going off. But yeah, I think we're good. Next thing for me to do is put the wheels back on the car, obviously, and get the car back on the ground. From there, put the audio back together and take it all apart to move the box forward to get the panels in the trunk out so I could check everything. And I need to reinstall the B pillars here on the car. And if I have enough time and the weather, it doesn't get too hot, I guess I'll wash the car for her because it's pretty dusty. This has been stored at Willie's house, my friend Willie's house, for a week outside. So it's pretty filthy right now. But yeah, it's coming along, almost there. Okay, car's back on the ground. Wheels are torqued. Interior is actually cleaned. I took the liberty of detailing the interior. But yeah, the car's back in one piece. Just sitting up in the air at 110 psi just to do a final leak check, which I'm sure it's fine, but I always do one more just to be safe because I want to give her car back knowing that I've done everything I'm supposed to do. But yeah, I went and detailed the interior, vacuumed it out, wiped it all down. It was extremely dusty and dirty. I just have to wash the exterior now. The outside of the car is still filthy, but most everything else is done and it's looking real good. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that tomorrow. I got some stuff I gotta do and it's getting real sunny and hot outside, so I'll do this tomorrow in the morning and